I often find that that it feel like it's taking forever, like, and that it's going on forever, and then suddenly you'll get to a point where it will just go so quickly, and you'll be like, "Wow, that's crazy." But a really interesting point you said about when your eyes are closed, it's like the energy doesn't necessarily clear, so it kind of can loop around, which is why, especially when we're working with the throat and with the womb, it's really important. They say you have to have your eyes open, 1/10 open, because otherwise it's like you're in a washing machine a bit. I wonder where Heather has gone. I hope that she can come back. Okay, so I'm just going to wait and see whether she's okay and she's going to join us again, or because she said she felt supported, but she's coming back.
Oh, good.
Okay, so working with Sodarshan Chakra Kriya. Yeah, this is the big one, and it's really to clear the womb space, and it clears all of the energies of past sexual partners, and it clears the feminine ancestral line. So yeah, I think we talked about this before, but like every single woman with their womb is born as a baby with all of their eggs inside. So it's like you already had your eggs when you were in your mother's womb, and when she was in her mother's womb, she had all of her eggs. So it's like we're literally carrying the seeds of everything our mothers, grandmothers, great grandmothers have experienced while they're pregnant. And that's just so huge when you realize that these wombs are like wisdom portals, but that's why they can feel so heavy, and we can feel like we're not able to go and really connect with them because there's so much there that's not necessarily ours. So when I did this last time, it was really helpful for me in helping and healing a relationship with my mother that's always been slightly tense in many ways. And even though I can't always say things to her that I want to say, or I do, but it creates conflict, by doing this, I really was tuning in with all of the women in my line, and I really felt like I felt my grandmothers. I kind of had memories of them. It was so profound and powerful, like strengthening and connecting to this feminine energy. And actually, since then, the women, like my life has just been full of the most amazing women. Like I did this practice about a year ago, and like, yeah, it's made a real difference to my sense of self. And the big thing that happened to me is that I used to not be able to see any energy in when it came to the second chakra. Like I'd feel my womb was quite heavy and quite dark, especially after having an abortion. It was just like, it was like a painful place to go to, you know? And then as I did this over the time, it suddenly became this cauldron of light, and I would be doing the meditation and I'd just see like light just like flowing out of my womb. And it was just such a huge transformation from so much darkness to so much light. And the mantra works with this. So the mantra that we're working with is Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru. So if you're watching this or you're coming to it, let's all say it together. Wahe Guru. Wahe means joy, and Guru means dark, light to dark, or dark to light. Yeah, light to dark. So that's actually what teacher, when you say my guru, it's your process for moving from darkness to light. So Wahe Guru. And that's the mantra we're going to be chanting as we do this meditation. Okay? So if you haven't done this before, the reason we start with 3 minutes is because it is so profound and powerful that it's good to just go little by little. And when we did this in the workshop, I think that like people that had similar experiences where you can feel a bit like you're suffocating or you're drowning or something like this. But honestly, like stay with it and know that really like you're going through the darkness to come out the other side. And I just remember one time I was doing it and suddenly it felt like I'd come up like from this lake that I'd been in for years, and I was suddenly like in this beautiful fresh air with the sunshine, and it was like, wow, it was amazing. So know that if you feel anxiety or you feel like it's I've had moments where it's been like I really wanted to stop, but I just carry on going. Just know that this is part of it. Everything you feel and experience is part of it. And that's why in this group, it's also, I really want you to reach out and be like, today my experience was like this. Today I felt that. Is this normal? Is this because, or like actually after that, I felt really emotional, because this is the way that we hold and support each other, you know? And that's really important. So, okay, so now there were 3 for Heather, but she'll rewatch this. Okay, so we're working with the left side and the left side of breathing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be blocking off the right nostril and then inhaling through the left. And it's like you're taking the biggest inhale that you can. Okay, so that's going to be the breathing. And then with that inhale, we pump the stomach as we internally chant the mantra. So for those of you who can see my stomach, I'm going to show you my belly. We go wa he guru, wa he guru, wa he guru. And it explains that you're drawing your stomach in a third, a third, a third. So it goes like wa he guru, release. Wa he guru, and then relax. Wa he guru. However you're pumping your stomach is good, because it can be a bit confusing. You're still going to get really good internal stomach muscles. And you're doing this, you're chanting that mantra inside your head. So it's like you're sending all of that energetic vibration to your womb space of this healing from darkness to light. So we hold the breath and we do it 16 times. To inhale, and then with the music, we do wa he guru, wa he guru. And there's 16 of those. And then you exhale through the right nostril. And then you take another big inhale. Wa he guru, wa he guru, like that. Okay? So if at the beginning you can't make it to the 16, just do what you can, then breathe, and then just keep going, okay? You'll find that you just will keep taking bigger and bigger breaths, and you'll be able to do it. And really crucial for this meditation, your eyes are open and they're focused on the tip of your nose. Okay, never close your eyes. Not, you'll be fine, but like you'll notice it. If you do close your eyes quite quickly, you'll start to feel things, and you'll be like, actually, I'm not going to go there. Okay. So let's again tune in with our intention specifically related to sexuality and creativity, and why in our wombs and what we're healing. Is it for our ancestors? Is it for our kids? You know, so we don't pass on the same conditioning and same patterning to our kids. This is so powerful doing this, you know, it really is. It's so healing. Letting go of all those ex-lovers energies that we just don't need to carry around anymore. Saying goodbye to them. Creating this like new sacred space, this new portal of sovereignty and clarity and sacredness. Okay. So bringing your hand, you're bringing your right hand up to your right nostril and blocking it off, and your left hand is in Gyan Mudra. The left hand is as we were doing in the last meditation, resting on your left knee, okay? And we're just going to do 3 minutes of this. So eyes focused on the tip of your nose, and then we're going to begin, okay? Wait, I'm starting from the beginning. Inhaling. Exhaling through the right nostril, and you inhale and hold the breath. So inhaling through the left, holding the breath, keeping the breath high. Exhaling through the right. all the air out. Inhaling through the left, holding the breath. Exhaling through the right. All the air out, all that energy out. Really inhaling through the left. Exhaling all the old energy out. Breathing in through the left. Left. And closing your eyes. And just again, bringing the hands open on your lap and just inhaling here. Breathing into that space and feeling what's coming up, feeling the energy, noticing thoughts and emotions. Opening your hands and surrender. Just from this place, we're just going to each share as well what we felt in that and how we're feeling now. So I felt a lot of energy and I felt quite excited actually about beginning this again, because I just know how much power and how much freedom and joy there lies in this practice. And it also made me think like, oh, there's like a craving, like my relationship with food, I feel is going to shift a little bit while I do this, because there's something that perhaps I'm suppressing that is ready to come out. Yeah, that's how I feel. Excited.
I felt this, I want to say I really enjoyed it. I felt this part of my body. I haven't really been tuning in, so it's so nice to feel an intake there. And I had this sense of, what's the feeling? I want to say like the thinking. The feeling was like really feeling hopeful for the change that's coming into my life. I'm just wanting to trust it day by day.
How about you, Natalia?
I felt a lot of heat being generated in my body, so I felt like flush of heat at some point. And actually, I guess about from midway up until the end of this 3 minutes. And I also felt initially I was counting, so the same what I've done before the first time that we did it, and then I was like, no, I actually need to surrender and to relax into it and then just trust. So I think there's a big shift for me with that respect as well, because there are a lot of control that I put on a lot of things, including my romantic relationship. So I think this is going to be a big transformation for me with that respect. Just surrendering and trusting. So
wow, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. So what I'm going to do is follow up with the different links to the meditations, to the music. The one's on YouTube and one's on Spotify, and put the videos into the Facebook group, and I'll give you the access as well, so you can watch me and you can always meditate with me. You can meditate with the music, you can meditate with me via video, or you can just do it. Go ahead. And then I'm going to be doing it online on Instagram, not necessarily every day, but most days. So you can always just turn on Instagram and do it that way. But yeah, it's really like, I'm really excited to do this journey all together and to see what comes for all of us, and to hear from the other girls as well, what their intentions are, and I'll get them to share that in our Facebook group as well. So one final word really about I really love when I'm doing a journey like this to take a journal and just write down a few lines after every day, because it's amazing what comes up and what wisdom, especially when we're working with the feminine line and with our ancestors, you know, things will start to come and it will open up this intuition and this connection. So it's really nice, even if you just take a few minutes afterwards, just to be like, even if you're like, I feel terrible or I feel amazing, you know, you're just tracking and holding yourself in that process. And then, as I said, sometimes the subconscious is going to jump in and it's going to tell you that you don't have time or that you don't want to do it. Usually this happens to me if I go out and then the next day I'm like, oh my God, I just can't meditate. But it's actually the best time to meditate. But really my advice is, as soon as you get up, before you even check your phone, you just like, without even thinking, you just go and sit down and you do it. And in 15 minutes, you're done, you know? And then your whole thought process and how you care for yourself when you're getting ready and you're making your tea, it's going to be so different than before you meditate. And say you don't do that. Of course, there are some days where we wake up and we don't have time, or you know, there's someone there and we can't. Like the earlier on in the day you do it, the better. But I've also had times where like I've totally forgotten, and I get about to go to bed and I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't meditated. And I've even done it. So say you are having a day where you really don't have time and you really don't want to, at least do like 3 minutes, you know? And even if you're lying down in bed while you do it, or you're like with your pillows, you know, this isn't in the manual, but it's better to just do anything rather than breaking. Because if you break the day, you know, really you have to start the cycle again. And you feel a lot of guilt and lack of self-worth. Perhaps that used to happen to me until I learned to totally forgive myself, and it would be fine. But I've done meditations for 6 months because I couldn't make 40 days. So it's a really interesting one for building the commitment. But even if, yeah, as I said, even if you do 1 minute, your subconscious and your brain is like, it's still done it, you know, and then you can always add on an extra day. So do you have any questions from this? Is there any part that, yeah.
Just a quick question. When was it the first one? Yes. I can't do just stand with my eyes open. Mm-hmm. I just feel like a lot of pain. So can I do with my eyes open, just getting them on the tip of my nose, or should I still get them a little bit closed? What's best?
You can just focus on the tip of your nose for sure. And for the first one, it's not compulsory that your eyes are open. It's just the second one. So you can do it with your eyes closed, but if you feel like tension and headaches, it's because it's rewiring, it's rebalancing the masculine and feminine, and it's like the pineal gland is getting stimulated. So yeah, again, you can do whatever feels right for you, but focusing on the tip of the nose or like out in front of you on a piece of the ground as well. But yeah, always watching what comes up, and like if you feel that, it's because there's something changing and shifting there as well. So, but always good to drink lots of water as well. So I think I'll probably be in touch, and like we can tune in and do another Zoom. I haven't, like, this is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm super, please ask all of the questions. Please tell me if you need more resources or you need more support. Like, I really would love your feedback and your guidance and your kind of co-creation of this as well. Yeah, so awesome. We're super excited to begin on this new moon as well. It's the best time. So good to see you, Natalia, and thank you for your presence. Thank you, my love. And thank you to all you beautiful women who are watching this later. I'm looking forward to hearing how your first experience was, and also what your intention is, because I love to hold and help people manifest their dreams and intentions. So I need to know, okay? So I might get you to write it as well, Natalia, so that we all have it written and we can all read each other's. Cool. Okay, so much love and Shakti power to you. Have a beautiful night. Well done.
Bye.
Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.
Bye.